today. From Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw, being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now back to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Derek Watt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better. Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On play action, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Prescott yet again. It's brought in by Harris. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on second down. Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Eluding the into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Najee Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him. But he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around the finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Rolling to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the
ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Prescott to throw it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. Here's Prescott. That one complete to Hill. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's caught. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Harris. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Prescott now from the 50. He gets it complete to Harris. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Micah Parsons.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers send out their punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Prescott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds his man complete. That's Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Steps away to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles. Cause, because now if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, where you see the final score there. Nick Chubb, well over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run as well. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. 3 touchdown passes there for Trey Lance. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. The Eagles trying to hold on and claim victory. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. His guys lead it by 10. We send it back.
The Cowboys will get the football first here. They have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Harris. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Wallace. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, it's Hill, complete.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On second down now, it's Harris, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. And they run with Harris off the option. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Prescott on third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's second and 10. Now it's the backup Winston. On the move to his left. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. A check down here for Henry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry.